I want to go over this because the bridge is burnt. She decided to come at me on Twitter. She subtweeted me, and then she blocked me on Twitter, so I couldn't even respond.
I'm going to defend BadBunny right now. Can you believe it? KiraChats, whatever her name is now. Yeah, she's lying. She's a stupid woman who's lying about this.
I don't care if it means that I have to burn bridges. I want to say the truth. It's so performative. I hate all of these people. I feel like I was manipulated and I was used. When people are being dumb, I will treat them like they're dumb now.
We're about to pull a Xander Hall right now, live on stream. Okay, listen guys, I'm not going to be any more permissive of weird Kuma shit on YouTube than I am on Twitch, okay? So knock the Kuma shit off right away, okay? I'm not fucking interested in it.
Like, if anyone knows exactly how to do like better YouTube settings for live streams, please, because this sucks. I have a long history with BadBunny. I'm still calling her BadBunny. She tried to rebrand to KiraChats to like get away from the baggage associated with her name. She's never going to. I need to get mad for a second.
I didn't have the timestamps to this, so you have to bear with me.
So this is my humble little channel. Am I going to use slurs? So on Twitch, I have to self-censor quite a lot. Because in the starting screen of my stream, it says that I'm the CEO, but people think that means I'm the CEO of trans people. That's not right. I am the CEO of trans. I am captain of industry of trans. That's a badge of honor. I love myself. I'll never back down from that. The reason that I decided to go live on YouTube today was because... Wait, you didn't expect what?
Listen, people are spreading misinformation in chat. I don't think that she took the video down. I'm pretty sure it's just paywalled. I think you need to be a member to watch it on YouTube. Right, guys. Right. Any commentary on how attractive or even not attractive Keffals is, right, is going to be a fucking timeout. Okay? I don't know how many times I've got to fucking say this to you. I do not give a single fuck how attractive or not attractive or whatever. I just don't care. I don't give a shit. Okay? And I'm fucking sick of you degenerate, disgusting, despicable Kumas who deserve to be in a fucking concentration camp as far as I'm concerned. I'm sick of you constantly fucking saying, oh, hot, not hot, da-da-da. Okay? Some fucking... Listen. Right? I'm sick of it. Enough. It stops now. Okay?
I knew that there was a lot of really bad shit about her, but I decided not to bring it up anyway because I didn't want to rock the boat. And she recently decided to come at me. And I don't think she's really in a position to. I want to go over this because the bridge is burnt.
The bridge has been burnt.
No, we're not talking about the rapper. She tried to change her name from BadBunny to KiraChats.
Why was I timed out? Okay, if you... Right, you're getting timed out again.
So I'll show you all exactly what I'm talking about from today.
Jesus.
She had a meltdown and she locked her account. Because I told her that she doesn't actually support the trans community. And she, as soon as she could not use me to make herself look woke, she threw me under the bus. Because that's all I was to her. That's all to her. That's all. That's it. Is she cis? Yes, of course.
Okay, is that true though? I thought that BadBunny did a she-they maneuver. Did BadBunny not do a she-they maneuver? I mean, that is, yeah. I mean, BadBunny is definitely the kind of person who will use minorities to their benefit when it suits them, right? Non-binary is just soy cis. Listen, I'm not getting down. I don't want to talk massively about gender, okay? Talking about gender is insufferable. That's her pronouns in a Twitter bio. I mean, that is the classic move, isn't it? You know? Like, every aspect of your presentation is feminine. And it's like she/they. It's like, sorry, what about you is they exactly? Like, you just look like a woman. You act like a woman. Right? Like, everything about you is feminine, and you just put a they on there. What does that even mean? You know, you can refer to me as they. You know, that would be fine. Does that mean I'm non-binary now? Like, I don't know. It just seems crazy to me. It's the classic maneuver. Get a few extra woke points in. Thanks.
There's some really fucking weird shit that's happened behind the scenes. Like, a lot of streamers do not actually, you know, they never tell you the full story about what's happening. But there's some really fucking weird and gross shit that I've heard about that I don't think I'm in a position at this point in time to talk about, but I have sat on this kind of shit for a long time. And she decided just recently to come at me for like little to no reason, despite all of the shit that she said and done. Some of the clips that I want to show you were so bad, they got banned from the Streamable website, and I had to find them in archives.
Okay, so obviously the preparation here is lackluster. Okay, the preparation here is lackluster. What is going on? Come on, Keffals, sort it out.
You don't know? I'll show you how BadBunny got popularized in the first place, but this isn't really associated with that. Like, she got known as the $5 girl because of the Moist Critical. I'll put it on while I'm gathering what I'm looking for. Also, I want to go grab a fucking drink. Here was the video. I do have some thoughts on it, and I'll be back in a sec.
Oh no, the video's muted, isn't it? The video's muted, isn't it? The video's muted. The video's muted. No way. No way. Okay. And now she's muted.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs and to keep the stream
I was
going
muted too. Holy shit, scuffed ass stream. Holy shit.
How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not...
Destiny defended this. I don't know. I thought Destiny defended Invader V. Did he defend this, though? Did he even comment on this? I can't remember. I don't know. Look, I think it's kind of funny. The funny thing... Okay. There's this other person here, Guest Lottie Blix. And the thing is people... people didn't realise that they thought this was Lottie Blix. And so I remember at the time, this Lottie Blix person got like a bunch of shit for this, despite the fact that it was like nothing to do with them. They just happened to be on the stream at the time. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, it's a good meme, berating your audience for money like this.
$5 to provide for the content that you're watching, because it's like people just really really don't respect me as a content creator.
Well, this Parasite's right about one thing: nobody respects her as a content creator. Now, I'm not going to mention this streamer by name because I'm pretty sure she loves negative publicity. She does fucked up shit all the time just to get her name out there. She subscribes to the idea that all publicity is good publicity, but fails to realize...
Okay, so this is how she became known. However, the reality of the situation is a lot grosser. It wasn't that she was doing this willy-nilly. It's that she's literally a Findom streamer. Like, she constantly berates her chat, like the sub goals are pay pigs. It's kind of gross. It completely went over the head of everyone who was criticizing her for it.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. That's actually an interesting point. BadBunny or KiraChats does the kind of pay pig Findom stuff, and so it kind of is like is somewhat linked to that, I guess. Is that gross? If the viewers are into it, then that's fine. I'll be honest with you, I think it's a bit cringe. It's okay to like ask for support. I think when it becomes like you're putting like some sort of pressure on your audience in some way, like, you know, and you're trying to make them feel bad for like not having money. I don't know. That's a bit cringe. It's not something I tend to do. I ask for support, but, you know, I don't ever want anyone to feel bad. Like, if someone ever were to say, oh, sorry, Chud, I haven't got any money, I'm like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. It feels a bit awkward, you know? But yeah, this is a typical Chud stream. Listen, if you want me to act like BadBunny does, I'll act like BadBunny does, and it'll be a lot worse, okay? But I don't really have that much of an issue with it. I don't know. I don't really have that much of an issue with it. I think it's kind of funny. I got mixed views on it, I guess.
I understand if you're doing findom shit, but if you also say I am a leftist educator, it feels fucking weird. Because then it's like, if you want to engage with her in politics, you are entering into like these like these sexual spaces that you don't necessarily want to be a part of. And you might not even know what's going on. Like in the case of Moist Critical here, completely went over his head.
Public image literally.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable point. I'm kind of on board with that. I think the other thing as well is, Bad Bunny is always presented herself as being, like, she's exactly the kind of person that acts like the content she's doing is like educational and it's like for a lefty cause and this kind of stuff. So sure, I think the context in which, Bad Bunny is doing it, it probably is a bit weird for her to kind of act this way about it. Maybe I don't know. I just think that's like that's a fair criticism. The Findom stuff, I can kind of see the point there. I don't know. Like I just don't really care that much. Like it's old drama too, so like whatever. But I think if you're going to criticize it, like Bad Bunny, particularly back here, I would imagine, is definitely the kind of person who lays it on thick in terms of being like a lefty educator, and stuff like that. Bad Bunny was racist. KiraChats is not. True. Good point. I agree.
Really fucking ruins you, and this one is definitely bigger than she anticipated because no one likes someone this shamelessly greedy. She is a streamer who runs political talk shows, but the majority of the stream is spent begging and shaming people into giving her money, and it's some of the most pathetic shit I've seen on Twitch, and I've seen a lot of pitiful sad shit on Twitch. I saw a man finger his butthole for a $20 donation on Twitch.
Okay, so you get it. This is old Charlie. This is drama from a long time ago, but I thought it was necessary to just show you, like, this is what she was known for. And over the years, it's been an entire clusterfuck. But I know that I'm not here today to go over, here is every fucking weird thing about this person. Here is her entire history. I'm not that kind of content creator. I'm here to talk about the fight that she had with me.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get into it.
Guys, I'm not here to do sex acts for you fucking weirdos, okay? What the fuck's your problem? I just want you to give me money because you like my content.
She decided to come at me on Twitter. She subtweeted me, and then she blocked me on Twitter, so I couldn't even respond. Here's what she was going on about. Keemstar has directly harassed me and countless other marginalized people, routinely fucks teenagers.
Wait, okay, hang on a second. So, reading this tweet, Keemstar has directly harassed me and countless other marginalized people. Is she saying that she's marginalized, or is she saying me and like other people who are then marginalized? Because the way it reads like she's saying she's marginalized in one reading, but then another reading is that she's saying it's other marginalized people and she's like not marginalized. Stolen valor. They. Okay, are you really going to make me go and look up pronouns? I'm not doing that. I don't care. I'll just use they if that's, whatever. I don't care. They, fine. Jesus Christ, browbeating me over the she, they shit. What the fuck? It's not they. One guide. Okay, right. I'm going to get one guide on you now, Stylo. Can we stop acting like just responding to a chat message is getting one guide, okay? I need to be speaking for at least 10 minutes before it counts as a one-guy stun lock.
And has literally gotten people killed. But it's super cool that so many of you think he's epic and based now because he said trans people exist. Y'all would befriend Kyle Rottenhouse if he said be gay, do crime. I need you to know that you are a pawn for capitalist recuperation.
What is this take? Capitalist recuperation. And the Rottenhouse thing is giga cringe, obviously. What's the capitalist recuperation part? That's the bit I don't understand. I think, so the Keffals Keemstar thing, admittedly, I've not watched the conversation, okay? So I'll take the L on not having the full context, whatever. But based on what I have seen about the discourse and stuff, My baseline understanding is Keffals brought Keemstar on to talk to him because of his like pro-trans tweets, but it was kind of like an opportunity to like try and dunk on him and shit, right? How successful all that was, I don't know because I've not seen the conversation. But I think people are acting like Keffals thought that Keemstar was, you know, a Giga Chad trans rights guy. But I don't think Keffals ever thought that. I think it was always about the pursuit of like content and, you know, dunking on him. So people, yeah, I think that people are kind of overreacting to it, really. I mean, who cares? Like, who cares if Keffals has Keemstar on for a conversation? I respect the content brain, to be honest. But the capitalist recuperation thing, it's just so fucking retarded. Like, what does that even mean in the context of Keemstar? Like, everyone knows Keemstar's like a drama farming asshole. Like, what recuperation is happening, do you think? Do you think people are listening to the conversation and walking away going, actually, Keemstar's base now? And what the capitalist part? What? It's just fucking gobbledygook. It's just some commie gobbledygook is what it is.
You are a detriment. You are harmful. And this is directly a subtweet about me, right? When she's saying that I am harmful and that I'm a detriment. Because later on, she responds directly to someone saying, it's a shame that a popular trans activist is promoting him right now, despite all the harm he's caused. And she responds by saying that I'm sanitizing his reputation, which I'm not. And anyone who actually engaged with the debate, who watched it, knew. I pushed back. Like, very few people have pushed back. Like, I know people who've been following Keemstar for years, and they told me they do not know other people who have pushed him that hard in a conversation about things like Etika.
Okay, this is a bit cringe. Like, the pushback shit. Like, none of it matters. It doesn't. You could have him on and just none of it fucking matters. It's just content. No one is watching that conversation and coming away with like, oh yeah, Keemstar's great, or oh, it was so great to see Keemstar get pushed back on. I no longer have positive thoughts on him. It's just content. Why can't people just say it's just content, you know? That's all it is, and that's okay. It can just be content. That's what I thought it was. Oh, hey.
Here is some cold hard cash for you. Hope stream goes well.
Thank you for the $20. Appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Oh, you say it correctly now. Oh, hey, Counterpoints. How's it going? I saw the pushback and I'm no longer a Nazi. Well, that's a shame. I always thought your Nazi perspective spiced things up a bit. I just think everyone's made a big mountain out of a molehill with the Keemstar stuff, right? To me, it just seemed like Keffals brought the guy on as content. You know, I respect that. That's cool. But now it seems like she's saying that like it was like a thing of pushing back against him. Like, can you even do that with Keemstar? Like, Keemstar doesn't fucking care either way, does he? He's just there himself for the sake of content. I don't think that Keemstar thinks he's making a difference in anything that he does in terms of like politically or something. I think he just wants to make content. I think they think that you're approving of him as a creator by having him on. I mean, that is the classic retardation lefty like talking point when it comes to platforming, isn't it? It's, oh, well, you approve of what they say, even if you disagree with them. Like, so stupid.
Or tried to make him own up to like any of the racist or anti-Semitic or homophobic shit that he's done over the years.
When's that I left the left video? I guess I've kind of done my I left the left video. I'm going to try and get on some fascist podcasts and see if I can start building a community there.
But this kind of stuff doesn't matter.
Sleepy.
The thing that's really funny to me about this situation, I have some conviction. and I will die on the hill that I believe that people should be forgiven if you want to forgive them, if they truly want to change and be better people. That's something I've always believed in. That's why I said, like, if people left Kiwi Farms and they truly regretted the kind of shit that they were doing, they'd be welcome in that community. That's why I even gave Keemstar a chance in the first place, because I wanted to see if he wasn't trolling. And the only reason I was...
We don't have Soynod in our chat, unfortunately. She's lying. Watch the Neo Orgy stream. She's lying about what? What happened on the Neo Orgy stream? How long is it? If you put it in my Chud's inbox... Just give me the headlines. I'll just take your word for it for the sake of this. Oh, the pushing back thing. Oh, you're saying that she didn't push back? I think he was on for an hour.
Friendly with Nicole in the first place is because I believe the same thing. Because the kinds of shit I'm about to show you that she's gotten into over the years is fucking insane.
Will she ever apologize for the Destiny shit? I don't think so. I think that there's too much at stake for her to, like, apologize for a lot of the stuff that happened. So I doubt she ever will. She's probably just not going to talk about Destiny any further. And then Destiny is unlikely to want to pursue legal action unless he absolutely has to, because that's just time and money for him that isn't really going to get much of a return, I wouldn't imagine. Because even if, like, Destiny were to go for, like, the defamation and damages stuff, like, how much feasibly would he get from that? You know, it's probably an amount of money that, I mean, Destiny's, like, minted, right? Like, I don't think he needs what Keffals has got. I think he's quite comfortable as it is, you know? Destiny's already suing her. He's asking for a public apology. But I don't think Destiny's going to pursue that further. Hasn't he already said? Hasn't he already said that he's like, you know, as long as she doesn't do anything further, he's not going to proceed? Destiny doesn't want dollars, he wants retractions in news articles. But how much money would he have to spend to get that? I think as long as the faucet gets turned off, I doubt that he's going to pursue it further, no?
I, for one...
So, like, here's a clip. And you tell me how this is defensible.
I, for one, would never be involved with a guy who's bisexual. Well, witch doctor, shut the fuck up! I couldn't do it. There might be exceptions, obviously. When I say I couldn't, I wouldn't be attracted or I'm not attracted.
Okay.
You're way more handsome than
Hey!
I got to get in the wage cage. Have fun in yours.
No worries. Thank you, Counterpoints. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, mate. Have fun. This clip never gets old. Okay, I guess the thing for me is, like, I do think there's maybe a bit of a contradiction, though. Because as much as I don't want to defend BadBunny, okay, look. I'm going to defend fucking BadBunny right now. Can you believe it? KiraChats, whatever her name is now. But, like, this is an old clip, and although it's funny to laugh at and look at and go, oh, you look at this crazy shit you said, I do think that she's probably moved past this now, and I think that she, in her own shit, has done enough that you can't really use this clip against her in 2023. Because I don't think that she genuinely would believe this kind of shit anymore, you know? You disagree? Gotta disagree. But disagree on what basis? That's too charitable. So, but that, okay, I guess my interest there is, what is your position then? That she still believes this, and she's lying today about all the woke stuff, but she still thinks that black bisexual people are disgusting. I don't know. I just think that, like, to me, I doubt that she believes this shit anymore. Okay? That's my belief. I could be wrong, admittedly. Maybe it is all a front. But it just seems like she's so far on the fucking retardo lefty scale that I just can't imagine she even believes this shit anymore. She said in logs she wants to grift. Okay, I know that that line exists. I know that she said, like, why don't I pretend to be a lefty for the money or whatever, right? I guess that I mean, maybe, I just find it very hard to believe. I mean, she is like a deep agent then at this point, okay? She is like a deep fucking agent at this point. She does a boring-ass panel called Red Planet every week where she talks to retarded lefty activists that act like they're doing something with their life when they're probably just sat in their fucking bedroom on Twitter all day, okay? That is some deep cover shit if she's just pretending all of this, right? Is she paying you? You're being so charitable. I don't think, okay. I don't think I'm being that fucking charitable. Oh, hey Dan, how's it going? She says the Discord logs are fake. I literally saw them with my own eyes. Why forgive her? I'm not saying to forgive her. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that, like, I don't know how legitimate this clip is as representative of her current views. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, okay? She likes the money. I just think, look, I am not a fucking fan of BadBunny, okay? To make it clear. I'm not a fan of BadBunny whatsoever. But I just think that you're blinded by your hatred, that you're doing analysis, which I just don't really think is legit. Like, I just don't think that this is her perspective now. So it just seems a bit weird to, on the one hand, say, you know, about the Keemstar stuff, but they're hard on her using this specific clip. She's still hateful. She's just found more acceptable targets. That I would agree with, 100%, sure. I think Chud is having a Kuma moment for BadBunny. God, you people have fucking lost the plot. No, not at all. I'm not having a Kuma moment at all. I'm just saying that I think it's a bit weird to have said what she's just said and then to try and use this clip against her. Okay, listen, guys. Clearly, this kind of like nuanced approach isn't working. I'm just going to shit on BadBunny from now on because that's what you want, okay? I'm going to give you fuckers what you want, all right? Yeah, she's lying. She's a stupid fucking woman who's lying about this, and she probably still thinks that bisexual black guys are degenerate, subhuman scum. I agree with you. Yeah, fuck this bitch, am I right? What a retard. Is that better? Is that what you want from me? Is that what you want from me?
Obviously, if it's like, obviously there could be exceptions to all you super literal nerds out there, but like, I don't like, if a guy's like having sex with a...
Who's the moron here? The audience who can't understand your point, or the streamer who didn't know that we wouldn't to start? Okay, I don't really understand what you mean by that.
They're guys. And then he's like, oh, maybe I'll try having sex with you. I'm like, racist and sexist? Please don't say that. Even black people, if you found me a black bisexual man, I might throw up in my mouth at the thought of sexual contact with him.
If you find
Okay, there's something you're missing as well, though, guys. All right, there's something you're missing as well. I know that you're going against me for this perspective, right? I reckon that there's a chance, okay, that BadBunny, because of this statement, would have sex with a black bisexual man as a form of reparations. I think there's a very strong chance. Did you see a tweet about Martin Luther King Day? She was like super upset at herself because she said, "Oh, I spent the day talking about a white sex offender rather than talking about Martin Luther King or Martin Luther King Day." You're telling me the kind of bitch that tweets something like that wouldn't see a black bisexual guy and be like, "Oh, God, but I have to. It's only fair for the reparations." And then she could tell all of her friends about it, you know?
a black bisexual man, I might throw up in my mouth is an actual thing that she said 100% in earnest. And she's going off on me, cutting ties and saying that I am harmful and that absolutely fucking insane. Just like fucking completely insane that she feels like she has any sort of moral high ground to stand on. And it gets worse from here too.
But not every black bisexual I throw up in my mouth at the sight of. Just like, you know. We're talking sexually. Obviously. Okay. For the most part, it is to connect with the community of people who are empathetic and understand each other. But when it comes to the long practice tradition of straight men having sex with other men, there seems to be a lot of debate. For the purpose of this article, we will not refer to these men as anything other than straight, and will not use quotations as it goes against their sexual identity, which will be respected. I don't think I'm sub to you, what the fuck? Stupid breezy. You can't hate gay people anymore? Why not? I want to hate whoever the fuck I want to hate. I want to hate a person because they're wearing Crocs. Why can't I hate a person because of whatever else trivial? If that reason is trivial, allowed. If I can hate a person for wearing Crocs, that's an incredibly trivial reason, and then people can harp on me about how stupid it is for me to hate an entire person because of the Crocs they wear. But you see me, I will hate the fuck out of that Croc wearing freak, and I have no qualms about it. Meteor Matt, Jet, thanks for gifting something to Meteor Matt. Thanks, man. So yeah. So if I can hate a person for wearing Crocs and no one's gonna make a peep about it, then me saying I don't get, actually, my vagina doesn't lubricate at the thought of a bisexual man.
Holy shit.
And then people are, well, you can hate everything.
I mean, don't get it, like, I think that the reason that Keffals is doing this is because this is like easy bait, right? For people who don't like BadBunny to kind of ingratiate herself somewhat with the kinds of people in the communities that don't like BadBunny. That's exactly what's happening here in my mind. It seems pretty obvious. Which, fair enough. I mean, she's obviously upset, like a lot of people, with some of her antics, the 100K GoFundMe, whatever thing you want to point to. Like, she's obviously done a lot to piss people off. So I think that she's probably simultaneously genuinely got an issue with KiraChats, but she's also using it as an opportunity to go through the kind of classic, BadBunny dunks or whatever. So yeah, that's what's happening.
Think about the Croc wearing guy, but if your vagina doesn't lubricate right the fuck now, we're gonna have some problems, and I'm gonna have to tell on you to the internet land. No one wears Crocs? Yeah, because they should fucking not be outside. The few times that they're ever outside wearing their Crocs, I shame them back inside. I, for one...
So, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right?
And the thing is, as well, is like, this does serve to poison the well too, right? Because you're saying, well, BadBunny fucking sucks, she's coming for me. Look at this time she did the $5 thing and the Findom shit. Look at the bisexual black man clip. It's all kind of like red meat to an audience to get them to a position where they're like hating BadBunny before then going into whatever the drama is between the two of them.
I think she's harmful. I think she's a grifter. I think that she still most likely believes all of the things that she said in those old clips, but she realizes that the only way that she can make...
There you go, see? You agree with Keffals then. You agree with Keffals.
A living still is to present herself as a progressive. I think it's pretty obvious. She surrounds herself with progressives. There is a grifter clip. That's not one I found.
That's a huge section.
But this one was really fucking bad.
Destiny voice on a Keffals stream, and presumably not to dunk on the fella. Am I hearing that right? What is going on?
This one is... Oh yeah, no, I have the Discord logs too. But this one is really, really, really bad. So in this clip, Nicole makes an argument that white people are only attracted to other white people because of evolution, and that's why she doesn't want to date black people. I'm like, that's her argument. It's fucking insane. She literally transitioned into Adolf Hitler.
That's a huge section of people to just completely write off as unattractive, and it just seems like kind of strange. Like, is it literally like just the skin color is like unattractive to you? Like, I don't know. It just seems
It's
like a weird
as simple
statement to me.
as fucking evolutionarily. We want to fucking propagate our fucking like shit, and so propagating our own fucking shit involves finding people that are similar to our own shit.
Well, I mean, that's not true by definition, though. That's a huge section of people.
So okay, can I just get in chat? Do you think that BadBunny or KiraChats still believes that now? Do you think that she still holds that position in her head? The what's it called? The idea that white people, you know, you should try and propagate your own race, essentially. Damn. A lot of people are saying yes. That's interesting. What about all her anti-white shit, though? Honestly, I don't think she does. But hey, who knows? Who knows? We need a way to find out. We need to do a lie detector test. To be fair, I don't think she held it back then. She said it so stupidly, probably just trying to justify a bad statement. The anti-white shit is projection. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm just going to read this comment out from LL, which is just shocking. Has BadBunny been blacked yet? What do you mean by that exactly?
Yeah, she's literally making arguments against race mixing. And this was only a couple years ago. This isn't ancient news. What was that one thread that someone just linked? I had another thread, but the Know Nothing thread might be better. Yeah. I went into her chat today, and I asked her if she'd be willing to have a conversation with me.
Ooh.
And her response was, her mods timed me out for an hour, and then she looked upset for like 30 minutes before she raided out, and then she locked her Twitter account. Yeah, she deleted her VOD from today too. Oh yeah, no, she unmodded me. I used to be a mod from her chat. She was one of the first streamers that supported me. I've been on her stream before. She's been on my stream multiple times. And then when the Keemstar stuff came up, she threw me under the fucking bus. Like, that's why I think she's manipulative. That's why I think that she's a grifter. Because she only cares. It seems like she only cared as much as she did about trans people and other minority groups because it would make her look progressive. Yeah, did I know about the stuff before the Keemstar bit? I always knew about this stuff, but I was afraid to call it out. But this year is different. In the year of our Lord 2023, if someone is a piece of shit, I'm going to say they're a piece of shit. I don't care if it means that I have to burn bridges. I want to say the truth, no matter how inconvenient it is, no matter how rocky it makes things. So, okay. Here's some good stuff from back in the day. 2017. In 2017, here's her old Discord logs for the word. So as long as I don't call transgender people traps and yell die, I'm not transphobic. Shut up, Jew boy. What kind of maybe isn't being used as a slur against homosexuals? It's insane. Like, she just like keeps going off on this shit. Oh yeah, no, and this isn't even all of it. It gets so much like, this is just like the transphobic and homophobic bits. Hold on, I have the other stuff. Just a second. Oh, you're gonna watch from
BadBunny. Classic. Vintage.
No worries.
Vintage.
Yeah,
BadBunny.
I'm not even going to like repeat the shit here. Okay, we already saw the stuff.
We already saw the stuff. That sentence.
You can just take a look. There are pages of her just saying the N-word. Just it's fucking
pages.
Disgusting.
Pages of it.
Absolutely. It's just so fucking gross.
14 pages. Unbelievable.
Yeah, wait, what was this? 21 results for the N-word? So it's like, Nicole has, because of all this stuff, she nuked her Discord. You can't find any of these logs. All of these logs are now just in screenshots because of the Discord nuke. She got like, okay.
This is all old news. Yeah, but it is old news. The purpose is twofold. One is because she's about to say, well, I think I think one aspect is she wants to try and build a case that BadBunny is a hypocrite and she's got this bad history herself of doing bad shit, right? But then I think the other aspect is, yeah, it's an element of, and I'm repeating myself now, but she's trying to ingratiate herself with the kinds of people that she's pissed off by shitting on BadBunny, right? That's the plan here, I think. Wait, hang on a sec. Do you think that BadBunny still wants to say slurs? Do you think that's true? I mean, she does, but obviously she's now got more appropriate targets to use it against, right? No one's going to bat an eye if you call a white person a cracker or whatever bullshit. Whatever, or Gusano, right? That's the other one. Yeah. Pay pig honkies. What the fuck? I don't know. Jesus, these are a bit much, aren't they? But again, it is kind of old news. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm just a bit kind of like maybe Keffals' audience doesn't know. I'm surprised if they didn't, but maybe they just genuinely don't know some of this stuff. I don't know if there's any other reason, but it just seems pretty obvious that it's trying to sort of like build this case or also ingratiate herself. Oh, look, BadBunny's bad, guys. Look how much BadBunny sucks.
Wait, someone just said, okay, now Keffals decides she's offended when she gets mad at a person. No, that's not the situation. The situation is that I was a small streamer and I did not want to call someone out who could fucking ruin me. That was the situation. Like, I was scared to actually even talk about that. And now we're in a different situation. I can talk about this now. And I'm glad. I'm glad that I can. Because it fucking sucks. It's wrong. Like, I have wanted. BadBunny's making sure to use it all. Oh yeah, no, the DJMuel stuff is fucked too. So, BadBunny runs in a crowd of people. Wait, hold on, Gayfesh's message. I've seen this pattern before. She feels deeply ashamed of her old behavior, but rather than make amends for her own behavior, she disavows other people for stuff she only learned not to do 10 minutes ago. She denies others the grace she depends on. Because that's the thing. She went from right wing to left because leftists, at least actual leftists, believe.
Known, prominent Twitter trans chaser, Gayfesh, of course, in Keffals' DMs. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
In rehabilitation. If you want to see the world that you want to build, you need to be willing to forgive people, even if they do not deserve to be forgiven. I'm sorry, that's the truth. That's the only way that you can make the world a better place. And she relies on that grace, but then she goes into it with this incredibly punitive attitude. She doesn't believe in that.
Oh, okay.
She believes in punishing people. But if you punish everyone, they're never going to change.
I do think that there's an element of the ingratiation with people that don't like her and the shit she's caused. But yeah, I mean, I can kind of see where she's coming from, right? Like, she's saying that, you know, BadBunny will, like, not be willing to take someone who's done some bad stuff in the past and engage in a good faith way with them. But then BadBunny relies on that because she's got a really shitty past. Like, without people being gracious to her, it's a pretty reasonable point. Without people being gracious to BadBunny, she'd be fucked because she's got a history of saying slurs. She's got, you know, all this other shit going on, like with the bisexual stuff. So she will, you know, spit in the face of those that are being gracious to others, whilst also relying on their grace to actually have a place in the first place, right?
Like, you call yourself a leftist and you want to perpetuate the same fucking systems. All right, how the fuck do I ban people from YouTube chat?
Oh, damn.
I'm like trying to figure this out, but I don't know how. Oh, I found it. There we go. Getting new to this. Anyone right now who's like, why did you wait? Why did you wait to call her out? Shut the fuck up, for instance. Like, why is it that when I decide to finally, like, when I decide to do the right thing, when I decide to go forward and be like, here are all the fucked up things that are happening, people are like, oh, well, why didn't you do this earlier? It's like, let people make the right decisions. Just shut the fuck up. Can someone tell me? Yeah, why aren't I perfect? Yeah, no. The thing with Kira is that she runs in a circle called the Red Planet podcast or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes, talk about the Red Planet podcast. Let's go.
I guess like in mid 2022, one of the co-hosts decided to completely turn on me. And that was DJMuel. So I'm just gonna leak DMs real quick. I've done this before, but I want to show you how fucking snaky these people are.
I've covered this before. This is about me, I think. I'm pretty sure this is about the pedo shit with me.
Let's see. So here are my DMs with DJMuel. Because in early 2022, I called Chud Logic a pedophile. And I got relentlessly fucking dragged for doing it.
GigaChad, hello?
The reason I did was because of information that came from DJMuel.
Became a member.
So he said, hey Keffals, hope you're good, love. Just wondering how much you know about No Comment Chick, the woman you hosted earlier today. What about her? She hate raids me, Sophie from Mars, and a bunch of our friends regularly. I said I didn't believe that. I do believe that now. But at the time, I didn't. And I asked him, like, how are you sure? You got me in shit before. You didn't have evidence that Chud Logic is a pedophile. And I got fucking dragged for saying that. I said to him, mental, yeah. I used his thread as proof Chud Logic was a pedophile, which resulted in like 2 weeks of drama and multiple call-out videos. Here's his response. I was busy at the time, and he fucking essay posted at me before blocking me. I mean, I'm sorry that happened, but I would never have asked you to do that. So it's like, okay, you know, call people out for being child sexual predators, but don't act on that information, you know? I just want the clout from the Twitter thread. Never actually try to keep your community safe. It's so fucking performative. I hate all of these people.
I don't know if I think I mentioned this because Keffals has done this, released this information before, and I've got a video about it on my channel of me responding and looking at it. But Keffals, a long time ago now, actually messaged me about DJMuel. It was after the pedo shit. It was after the pedo shit happened, and she was, you know, like complaining about DJMuel and saying what like a scumfuck he is and stuff. So, yeah. A DJMuel has got this absolutely phenomenal ability to unite everyone. Every other person that isn't DJMuel or one of his like retarded gang of fucking Down Syndrome Avengers. Everyone just kind of agrees when he says something like, this guy's a fucking idiot, you know? It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it before. Even the most mortal of enemies will, you know, break bread on the question, on the DJMuel question. The Xanderhall thing is a good example of that.
Like, I appreciate what you did a lot, and you defo put yourself in the crosshairs with that, but like, yeah, it's a super fucked up situation, and he is a groomer. Obviously, a lot of people disagree with the word pedophile regarding him, and that's up to them, but I believe that girl 1000%, and he did try to groom her. But I guess if you don't trust me now, I can't really do anything about that. I would ask you to trust her ex-
The question as to whether or not I'm a groomer is interesting, but the bigger question is, who's my next victim?
I think Destiny is right. Her stream is 100% of dependent on her feuding with bigger creators.
Thank you for the $5.
She has no interesting insight on anything to offer.
Mods though. And then like before I've even responded, before I even fucking respond, I get the fucking essay post. The more I think about what you said, the more I'm pissed about it. You decide to publicly speak out about someone grooming, and that's a brave and great thing to do. But you don't get to say I was responsible for getting you dragged. The debate community standing up for each other because toxic masculinity trumps believing victims is what got you dragged, and I would have never recommended you start that shit because I knew that would happen. I'm coming to you with this info about Irene because she is someone deeply hurtful and is possibly a danger to people in your community. I don't want you to drama stream about it. I don't want you to tweet about it. I just wanted you to know. And while you're at it, stop making apologies for Vosh when he's a well-known piece of shit for multiple reasons and his followers took down a literal trans advocacy group because they disagreed with him. I don't know what you think you're going to gain by sticking up for a known racist. Okay, this guy literally has a podcast with I will never date a black bisexual lady.
True.
Like, where is this moral
guy.
high ground coming from? Like, I don't understand how they fucking, like, they must have, I don't fucking know. Just the fucking flexibility of this guy to suck his dick that hard. I don't want anything to do with you unless you...
Listen, I know that, look, I can see there's a lot of anti-Keffals sentiment coming from the chat, okay? One thing I would say is this. I think that in terms of, like, scumfuckery, DJMuel absolutely takes the cake. I mean, I've got obviously my own personal issues with the fella. Okay? But he is like one of the biggest, like, retarded leftoid scumfucks you can imagine. And also, I'll just lay out, because what's being alluded to here, I can give you a bit more detail too. I've spoken about this a couple of times, right? The reason that DJMuel, the reason that this conversation is happening as well is because what happened was this. I think it was 2021. I'm pretty sure it was late 2021. I can't remember the exact time. But anyway, yeah, I think it was pretty sure it was late 2021. So I was still friendly with the leftoids back then. And someone asked me to raid BadBunny's charity stream, right? So I raided the charity stream. I raided in. You know, no big deal, whatever. Good luck with the charity stream, okay? When I raided in, people were like, oh, hey, Chud Logic just raided. Thanks for the raid, Chud. Appreciate it, right? Following that, and I've just realized I'm blocking Keffals here. Following that, right, this fucking freak decided to do a thread, right, trying to reinstigate the groomer drama back from early 2021. So we did this thread and was like, oh, just to remind everyone, Chud Logic is a groomer, and here's the evidence, and put the fucking, you know, some of the edited screenshots, you know, to try and reinvigorate the drama. Why would you do that? I raided a fucking charity stream. You know, there was literally no reason to do that.
Thanks for the content.
Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. There was literally no need for him to do that. But he did it because he wanted, I mean, I don't know, he wanted to warn everyone about me or whatever, you know? Do you see what I mean? Recycling drama, basically, yeah. But it was just like, okay, mate, good one. I raided your charity stream, and this is what I get in return. I get an attempt to try and reinvigorate the stupid drama when I got falsely accused of grooming. Okay, nice. So yeah, it was kind of annoying. And that then obviously led to, in some way, this as well. So yeah, you know, he is just a complete scumfuck who will take any opportunity to virtue signal to his equally retarded leftoid audience, you know, to get whatever clout and attention he possibly can. And yeah, that's basically the kind of guy he is. I feel groomed by Chud, but even after the warning, I continue to watch his content. Well, as long as you don't get in my DMs, you're safe, okay? If you get in my DMs, though, that's when the true grooming begins.
Sort your shit out. Disappointed and upset in so many ways about this shit.
Chud grooming to leaving the left.
So like
You're
this is
grooming
kind of
me.
like the condescension that I have to deal with from this crowd, where they're constantly defending someone who has said racial slurs and homophobic slurs and transphobic slurs and made eugenics arguments about why they don't want to date black people. Meanwhile, I'm being treated like a child and being told, here's the bad guys, here's the good guys. By the way, don't talk about the skeletons in our closet. It's just so fucking grifty. It's so performative and it's so manipulative. Yeah. That whole crowd is toxic. Wait, it wasn't eugenics, it was anti-miscanization. I can't pronounce this word.
Is that it?
I'm not even gonna try. I can't do it. Miscegenation.
I mean, yeah, obviously, I see we were saying what's the new stuff. She's covering old ground, sure. It's like rehashing some of this stuff. I think the overall point, though, is that the basic point of this that she's trying to make, beyond what I personally believe is an attempt to ingratiate herself with people who kind of maybe don't like her because of all the drama from last year, is BadBunny relies on good grace for her past, but she's not willing to do that for others. And there's other people in her orbit who are the same, who will give good grace to BadBunny, despite the fact she's got a very fucking bad history. And the thing is as well, I know it was a long time ago, you know? But like, these people would like freak the fuck out if someone else who they didn't like had 14 pages of them saying the N-word in Discord. But for some reason, they're willing to be more gracious with BadBunny. Like, yeah, that's fucking bullshit, obviously. You know? She's poisoning the well. Somewhat in some ways. But then also, I do think she is kind of laying out the case that you know, BadBunny relies on good grace, but isn't willing to give it to others. But yeah.
Misogyny. Wait, misengaged. I hate
that's
the chatter
my interpretation.
because I can't.
That's what how I'm seeing
I
it.
honestly can't pronounce this word. Oh my god. I got it right the first time? Okay, fine. Fuck you, for instance. But yeah, no, it's just, I wanted to talk about it because I'm just mad. I feel like I was manipulated and I was used. I was being used as a token to rehab someone's image who is a really vile human being. And everyone on the leftist space of Twitch who knows who she is knows about this shit, but no one says a fucking word about it. Like, it's just like this weird open secret. Yeah. Just jealous. No, the Twitch left is... I'm getting so pissed off at the left online just because it's full of so many incredibly performative people who don't believe in rehabilitation, who want everyone to live in an echo chamber. It's like they have no actual fucking values. They treat it like it's a social club rather than a legitimate political movement. I can't fucking take it. I'm so fucking mad. Like, I'm still always going to be a leftist, but when people are being fucking dumb, I will treat them like they're fucking dumb now. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Keffals is not your ally video. Should I watch that DJMuel video?
I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, none of this fucking matters. Like, it's all bullshit. Like, maybe I'm just a bit cynical, but I just, yeah, it's just true, and it just feels like so obvious to me at this point. All of it's bullshit, you know? Isn't there anything more interesting than this? I've got something else to watch, yeah. But I've started, so I'll finish. No offense, Chud, but 90% of what you cover doesn't matter. It's all just entertainment. Why would... I mean, this is a point I make myself, so it's no offense taken. That's at a point I would absolutely say. A lot of it is just pure entertainment. If you think about media that's put out there, like through traditional means, like on television, how much of that matter? Like, none of that fucking matter. Most of that is just dross that people will forget, you know, in years to come. You might remember, like, reality TV. You might remember, like, a show, but the details of it are irrelevant. But there's some media that lives forever, like a movie that's, like, critically acclaimed. You know, Citizen Kane. But yeah. Hey, Chud Logic. How does one get better at asking truly interesting questions that open up philosophical debate? I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know. What are you trying to do? It sounds fucking boring. Yeah, read a book. There we go. How about that? Go and read a book. Read a book. That's the tip. That's the tip of the day.
Where he like goes after everyone. Because that sounds interesting to me. I never ended up watching it.
Have interesting conversations. Hey, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it.
Kissing face.
You had to, if you are going into conversations and your thought process is asking interesting questions to open up philosophical debate, just have a fucking chat with someone. You people online sometimes are so fucking like autistic. It's unreal. Just have a fucking conversation with someone. Stop worrying about good questions to open up. Just talk to someone. Talk to them about what they're interested in. Talk about what's going on in their life. What the fuck? Why does it have to be some philosophical thing? Most people don't give a shit about that nonsense. They just want to chat about shit.
It's so bad. It's hard to sit through. No, he didn't make a video about me, though that would be really funny if he did. He made a video called Xander Hall is not your ally 4 months ago, and then it was like his last video that he ever made. It's like an hour, 29 minutes long. No, it's not going to give him clout. Look, I've been around the block long enough to know that getting dragged does not give you clout.
Right, listen. Short Fat Ataku, you weren't here earlier, okay? I hate to do this to you. It's Wesley Snipes porting the gun whilst in tears meme right now. Wait, I need to... Hang on. Unfortunately, that falls foul of my Kuma policy. So I've got to put you in timeout for a bit. Tragic. Tragic that I had to do it to you.
If you actually want clout, you need to actually be willing to build a community. Instead of running a fucking cult where you purity test every single fucking person. And you make people feel like a piece of shit just because they're not as progressive as you. I hate that shit. And while
Doesn't he misquote Lenin? Yeah, well, he doesn't misquote Lenin. He attributes a quote to Lenin that Lenin never said, which is to do with debate and how you shouldn't debate or something. I can't remember.
I'm on YouTube, okay? We can say slurs. I say literally every single day. I can't say on Twitch, and I hate it. BadBunny is not your ally. I mean, I don't think she is. But also, she went into damage control mode incredibly fast, right? Like, she locked her account.
It's funny whenever Keffals says a no-no word, people in chat either are like based or like criticizing it or complaining about it in some way. It's a real down the line when it's people that you don't like saying slurs. There's a real mixed bag response to that. Presuming she doesn't get mad at other people saying slurs. You know, in that sort of context, I guess. I don't know. Does she? Does she complain about other people using slurs like that? She isn't gay. It's actually gay as fuck. She's saying it like that, to be honest. Yeah, but even if you're not gay, it's still okay to say it, isn't it? Because like you're LGBT and it gets weaponized against you. I don't know, man. Look, I think that this kind of like reclaim slur thing, I understand where people are coming from with it. I just think that the better thing to do is look at the context of how it's being said. Okay, how is the word being used? You know, are you using it as just a word in a certain context, or are you using it to like attack someone? And if you're using it to attack someone, it's even more based, in my opinion. But that should be it should be a baseline of like, well, how are you using the word? You know? And the thing is, as well, is as much as people deny it, as much as people will say, oh, you cannot remove the historical context of it, sometimes you're just using it as a generic insult. It's not designed to be used in a way where you're like attacking their characteristics or whatever. But yeah. It should be a new sound alert. I can't have as a sound alert because that's gonna, well, I could on YouTube probably. Slurs are not that bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People get very upset about slurs. I don't really care.
And then she decided to take down the VOD. We're over 800 watching now. If this stream ends with more viewers than a regular Twitch stream, I'll stream on YouTube the next stream. I'm honestly enjoying YouTube.
Honestly, I think the only reason to not use a slur is because it's against TOS and you can get banned for it, okay? Other than that, I genuinely am at the point now where it's like, whatever, you know? I'm very black-pilled on it. Just don't be inconsistent. That's all I ask, okay? Just don't be inconsistent. If you don't like slurs, then that's got to be the case for all slurs that are attacking like someone's characteristics, right? Or you're okay with any slur. I don't think you get to like pick and choose based on, and people do this like
Vietnamese person.
Very true. Thank you for the $4.99. People do this thing of like the historical context and stuff like that, and it's like this is just isn't how we communicate with each other. We don't communicate on the basis of like what word has got like more historical weight or something like that. That's not like a calculation you necessarily make, you know? I think that like the only word which probably does hold like significant social weight is probably the N-word, you know? And I don't know if like but that is something that I think just exists. I think we all know it exists. We all know that word is like considered to be on like this other pedestal. Whether or not we should hold it on that pedestal is obviously debatable. But yeah, I think most slurs, it's like whatever, you know. But slurs are not created equal. No, sure, I agree that like obviously slurs can have different weight. You know, words can have different weight behind them. I don't disagree with that necessarily. You're taking Wittgenstein's definition as use. Yeah, I guess I am, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Wait, is that a bad thing? I don't know, that seems like pretty reasonable to me. It depends how it's used, yeah. Like, is there any problems with that, I mean? Is there any, like, downsides to that? I'm Witkin out. I'm Witkin out, guys. I'm Witkin out right now. I didn't realise Silly Serious is in chat. What, in this chat? Are they? Where? I don't know. I just be consistent, okay? Just be consistent with it. If you want to use slurs yourself, I think if other people use slurs, then so be it, you know? Who cares about philosophy, okay? Right. Let's get one thing clear about philosophization, all right? Good things are good and bad things are bad. That's it, okay? That's it. Simple. That's the philosophy you need to go with, okay?
So far. Yeah, because like, if anyone has that one thing, the BadBunny grifter Discord, I'm like trying to find it.
Hey, thank you for the dollar.
Oh yeah, everyone on
Incognitus.
YouTube, like the stream. Because I'm trying... Oh, I found a clip. BadBunny talking about being called a grifter.
Oh, here we go.
Like, that's what it feels like when there's like a whole army of people out there just trying to spread this like thing that I'm a grifter. Yeah, being a leftist means accepting people who have changed for the better. I literally say I used to be an alt-righter, and now I'm...
You still are. Because guess what? You don't have to accept people changing. You don't have to believe them when they say they've changed.
I'm not. And people are like, oh yeah, but here's some logs when you were an alt-righter. I'm like, yeah. I said that. Yeah, but don't you feel worse? I'm going to tag you in every tweet with these logs. And forever, every time you say anything in your entire life, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, and I'm open with that. That's part of my brand, in fact. For better or for worse, I'm very transparent with people. I even tell you the consistency of my vaginal discharge. And that's not a meme. I literally talk about that shit sometimes in my stream. I'm not fucking memeing. I mean, for better or for worse, I'm very open with people. Don't say yucky. You're yucky. You're yucky, you.
I'm about to fucking pull a Xander Hall right now, live on stream, after that comment. What the fuck? No Kuma stuff, they said. I mean, in my chat, I mean, yeah. Wait. Okay, I'm getting confused. Are people saying Kuma stuff in chat now? Listen, let's not go over the comment again. Let's just accept that this kind of like endless openness about our bodies is wrong, okay?
Fuck this. I need a drink. I need a fucking... I'm grabbing a drink.
I feel that, honestly. I agree.
Oh my god. Okay.
How dare you? Welcome, liberalism denies reality. Oh, I love when people show up here, making accounts called liberalism denies reality in order to troll me, and I'm not even a liberal. Oh man, right-wingers are idiots. She has clips of it. She is not lying. Yeah, so like, it's astounding. Okay, who here has seen people trying? I mean, I'm not going to say, but like people.
Come on,
if you have, press 1 if you've seen people trying to. If people told you I'm a grifter, or have tried to say she's faking it because look at these evil logs or this evil clip or something from like years ago. And by the way, anything that's not from years ago is faked. There are people that literally, this is how bad it's gone, chat. How much people hate me, want to take me down. And I never thought in a million years I'd be so important to be able to have people go out of their way to do this on my behalf. But excuse me, I guess I'm very important. Literally doctored logs. It's so...
Wait, hang on. Before... I think there's some logs that are real. I do recall that some of the logs were... There were some logs somewhere that were fake, but she does this thing where she points to the fake logs to obfuscate the fact there are real logs of her saying slurs. But yeah, like the majority of them are real, but some are fake, and she uses that to kind of hide her misdeeds, basically. I don't know what... Can we confirm which ones are real or not? I don't know what the law on that is.
Like, I am incredibly open to the point where I will admit to abusing the F slur, the homophobic F slur, the racist N word. Not in an intentionally racist way, but like, I'm an edgelord, lel, that way. I will admit to all these things that are incredible.
I'm glad that she just admits it.
The funny thing with that from BadBunny, though, is like, would she, like, again, it's like, she would never grant that to someone else. She would, I'm certain, if someone were to be found saying the N-word, it would be racist no matter what. Not, oh, well, they're just being an edgelord there. God, these people are just so unwilling to give to others what they expect themselves. It's crazy.
I'm really glad that she's willing to admit it. Her voice is really grating because she's incredibly condescending, because she's mixing sex work. Like, she's a sex worker on Twitch. I have no issue with sex work. You know, people do what they need to do. But she's mixing sex work and politics in this weird way where she's doing a Findom persona while talking about politics. And it both is fucking weird and gross.
Incredibly fucking not fun to admit to, but I will admit to them. And there's people like, yeah, I see you're admitting to that, and now you've kind of like, but let's make up more shit. I'm like, but it's astounding. Like, I never thought being a streamer has really changed my perspective on things. Being a streamer and having so many people just hounding me and trying to take me down for some reason. I guess I'm like this powerful entity that is threatening everyone's way of life or something. I'm not really sure. But it has really opened my eyes to how scummy people can be, how deceptive people can be.
Oh, you think? You think being a streamer opened your eyes to how deceptive people can be? The amount of self-awareness is crazy.
And just how important it is to make sure you look into things before you jump on a bandwagon. Which is why I appreciate people that are here that maybe heard a bad thing about me or saw an evil clip taken out of context or something and show up here and are like, you know what? I want to research things on my own. I want to actually not be a bandwagoning piece of shit. And that is very admirable. So if you're one of those people, I appreciate being here. Really, honestly, honest to God.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just fucking, it's so crazy. Be bad.
She does OnlyFans. Well, Bad Bunny's got me blocked on her main account. And then sometimes like people will interact with or like or retweet stuff from her other account or alt account. And she does this thing which I think is kind of fucked up. But she'll get like messages from someone on her OnlyFans and she'll like put them on blast on her Twitter. And you look at the messages sometimes and it's just a guy being a bit like fucking, you know, what's the right way to put it? He's kind of like being a bit forceful, I guess you could say. Asking for some custom shit or something. And it's like, it just seems a bit harsh to put someone on blast like that. Like, I just don't, it's the same with like this Tinder stuff as well, somewhat, I'd say. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you've got OnlyFans, you're going to get horny messages and some of them are going to be rude. Like, yeah, okay. Like, isn't that your fucking customer? Like, isn't that part of the fucking job is dealing with customers that are shitty? Thank you for the $4.99, by the way. Isn't that a shtick, though? Seems like she's doing dumb shit. Maybe that's what they wanted. I mean, possibly. Maybe that's part of it. But some of it just seems to be like griping about getting some shitty message from someone on OnlyFans. I don't know if she censors the names of them or not, or if they've even got the names on there. But I think that there's another thing. This isn't like Bad Bunny so much. It's just stuff that I've seen. But you know when you see those accounts and they share like a Tinder interaction, and sometimes they don't even like block out their picture or their name or something like that, and it's like, why are you like sharing a Tinder interaction? Like that's like something which I think people ought to have some expectation of privacy on, but they just share it because it's like a cringe message or whatever. But yeah. Isn't the mic stuff more cringe on mic than Bad Bunny's part? Probably. Because we want clout and attention and sympathy. Thank you for the $2.
Good morning. Any plans for a Chud Noir stream?
What you mean where I do digital blackface? Probably not. Hassan doesn't even acknowledge him anymore. Is that true? Has Hassan cut off the mic from PA attempts for the clout baiting?
Ban me for no reason because I subbed to Mike. Oh, this is the Discord log I wanted. Thank you so much.
Oh, here we go. This is the one.
Guys, how funny would it be if I went full lefty for a while just to see where it goes? To be honest, it would be better to have the bot do it. I feel like I could keep up the act for at least a month. Meanwhile, she's getting like 30,000 likes calling me harmful, saying I'm recuperating capitalism. It's like a fucking act. It's so fucking goofy. It's obviously a grift. Yeah, oh my god. But yeah, I'm now actually interested.
The thing is that what you're basing it on when you say you think Bad Bunny hasn't changed her views? Is it that message? Or do you just think, just generally, she hasn't changed her views? I think that what's more accurate to say is that she hasn't changed, like, whatever core principles she's got, because she's still willing to engage in shitty behavior, It's just that now she aims it at a group where it's more socially acceptable to do so, like men or white people. So, like, her core beliefs haven't really changed. It's just on the surface, the targets of who she's attacking has changed. So it's no longer black people and bisexual black men. It's like white guys or whatever. That's more so what it is. But the thing is like, I guess what I would agree on then is like, she could just as easily go back the other direction because she hasn't made any effort to really change the core of who she is. So yeah, sure, she probably hasn't changed in that way. But she would never dream of saying the N-word now. But that's because she's got an audience of people. And when I move to Twitch later on, I'm going to watch the stream of this to kind of look into this, obviously, and show you. But there's obviously that stream where she did a transphobic tweet and had to go and like flagellate herself in front of a trans person for like 3 hours because of how bad she'd acted. So she doesn't want to get the heat of that sort of thing. She's a social chameleon. She has no real views. Case closed. But yeah.
Like, going out from this, she surrounded herself with a bunch of people
I'm
called
on
the
Twitch
Red
in like
Planet Podcast.
a couple of hours or something. I don't know.
I think it's Red Planet Podcast. Trying to find it.
White Nervosa released a video about me and we're going to go over it.
Wait, do I remember when she first blocked you after your swatting? Did she block me after I got swatted?
Red Planet's, yeah, dumb.
I don't remember this. Yeah, I see the podcast is still up and well. So, the Red Planet Podcast with DJMuel, Sophie from Mars, Conquest of Dread, KiraChats. I've talked to them all privately. At least in private, they were all nice to me. But their priorities are incredibly fucked up to me. Like,
okay. Let her cook. Let's see where she goes with this. This could be a good... I'm not a fan of Red Planet. I think all of these people despise me, so let's see what happens.
While I was going through all the shit that I did, Nicole had #1 Keffals fan in her Twitter display handle. And then when I wouldn't retweet her, she got really mad because she wanted to use me as the token tranny for clout. It was
Strong
really fucking gross, and I just kind of ignored it because I didn't want to start a fight about it.
She did do that.
Yeah. And a lot of the real #1 Keffals fan is in this chat, so true.
By my pals Kira, Tim, and Muel. Muel.
It's like 3 hours long, and there's no like notes about what they're talking about. Really bad content organization. What happened to Sophie? Did something happen with Sophie? I'm gonna assume that Sophie has also blocked me at this point. But I have no issues with her.
I mean, yeah, Sophie is just your typical like leftoid trans idiot, like saying dumb shit, very, very basic shit. But yeah, Red Planet is cringe. Who's actually watched a full episode of Red Planet? I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of it. It literally is them doing just sitting there and doing the most boring leftoid ideologue shit you could imagine, and then they'll bring a guest on, and it's like, oh, this person set up a soup kitchen and they're doing mutual aid. Let's bring them on and see what they got to say. An absolute personality sink with nothing meaningful or substantive to offer except to suck themselves off about how virtuous they are, and then that's the episode. That's it basically. The thing is like reacting to it so boring though, because it's just endless, like trite, leftoid virtue signaling shit, and then they bring on some person who's, doing mutual aid by giving out sweaters in some, I don't know, fucking. Oh, retard circle jerk. That's what we're gonna call it, okay? It is just a retard circle jerk, correct. Hey guys, we've got a union organizer on, and they've organized a union for a 2-employee fucking coffee shop in bumfuck nowhere. Bring them on, let's talk about it. Come on. The Soy Avengers. Retard Planet. That's so childish. That is so childish.
Oh, okay. And she didn't block me. She just unfollowed me. Because this is a thing that I'm learning more and more, is just that just because you're part of the same minority group doesn't mean you can trust anyone in that minority group to have your back. We all end up descending into tribalism. We all think about our best interests more than we think about our own community. I don't care.
Ooh.
I was actually looking through this. Keffals versus the... Wait, what? Let's not bully chat. No, I hate this kind of tribalism. Like, none of them are actually willing to be sincere or honest, and it's all just about protecting their friends. Like, they know the kind of shit that Nicole does and has done. They know that she's a liar. They know that she's a grifter. They know that how manipulative she is. But despite all of that, they keep circling around her because she was the one who was established already as a streamer, and they wanted to all build their brands. I think at the
yeah. I think this is true. I think this is absolutely true. Because the thing is with Red Planet is all those other people. Who is it? DJMuel, Conquest of Dread. There's some fucking Twitter retard. And Sophie from Mars. I think Sophie from Mars has actually got quite a big YouTube channel. But yeah, I think there is definitely an element of like BadBunny's the biggest streamer out of that lot. So they're all kind of ingratiating themselves, despite the fact that BadBunny does have this bad history. But yeah. There's a cemetery. What cemetery guy? Oh, that Endless Cemetery dude. No, I don't think he's involved with it. Can you be poly and trans? Sure. Yeah, I guess so. I don't make the rules on all this gay shit, but sure, why not? Good luck to you. Polyamory. Wait. Okay, I'm getting confused. I'm thinking of pansexual. Polyamory. I mean, I don't think you should be polyamorous, okay? That's my position on the whole affair. Find one person you like and stick with them. Simple. Also, DJMuel wants to marry BadBunny. Does he? I don't know about that. Anyway, I don't know. Is there much more to this? I feel like I've got to watch to the end of whatever the segment is, and then it'll be complete. I'm a completionist. Less stress being one person at a time. I agree with you. I don't know why you shouldn't be poly. Work for Sneeko. Okay, look. Are you trying to make me talk about the Sneeko cuck thing again? Because I've spoken about that so much, and as you know, I don't like talking about it. About the time that Sneeko went to a party with his girlfriend at the time, and he watched her get fucked by another guy, and he freaked the fuck out. I don't like talking about that. It's not kind.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Because if Nicole did not have the clout that she did, they probably would not care. Oh my god, the Xander... I really want to see the Xander Hall's Not Your Ally video.
Okay. More Kuma stuff
But
getting.
okay, I
sorted out.
gotta see in chat though, because it's long. I'll play Raft. Also, cheers to this fucking shit show we're in. But it's like an hour, 29 minutes. 1 in chat if you want to watch it, and 2 in chat if you don't. Because it sounds like it could be a fun time, but I gotta find out.
Does she watch the video? I'm not gonna watch.
It's real
that
bad? Okay. It seems to be real bad. I'm getting the vibe that this is a real bad video. Put the Vosh covering on instead. Actually, that might not be bad.
We were talking about the Keffals cease and
I need to pick and choose. I'll put it on 1.25. How?
Fucking, you know, you get a hair in your mouth. Fucking gross. There we go. Ugh. Terrible, terrible feeling. Honestly, I'd rather watch Libstards than watch her. Yeah, whenever I go down on your mom. Okay, good one. Good one. My mum's got Down syndrome. Who's laughing now? She doesn't actually. I don't know why I said that. Oh, that's going to be my new rebuttal, though. Vosh is turning into everything he's been fighting for recently. Yeah, I mean, Vosh, you know, I said this in my thing the other day. Vosh's community is like full to the brim of woke scolds now. Based on like his response to the recent White Nervosa stuff, where he kind of like touched on it just to call DK bad and then moved on. It seems like he's just kind of turning a blind eye to it, really. But yeah. You should start prioritizing YouTube. Nah, things are quite good the way they are for me. Chud, has anyone told you like Toby Jones? Yes, I've heard that one before. That was one of the big memes. That's the guy from Captain America, the little weird German scientist fella that's friends with Redface. Red Skull or Red Skull?
YouTube stream, except for that one stream that I did because I got banned on Twitch like immediately prior to the stream. No ad breaks. Interesting. Interesting. I did not know this. I'm such a Twitch Andy. But I've been considering for a while moving to YouTube because
anyway,
it seems like
I think that's it, isn't it? Is this it?
About the person.
I think.
Wait, it's not just like the 1 hour long video instead of a one action. That's fucking lazy as hell. Let me just like react to the original. Okay, I got that.
God, you people are so insufferable. The Kuma stuff just never ends. Just constant comments and things. It's just like, God. Concentration camps for Kumas is what we need.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm obviously deeply disappointed at how like this entire crowd reacts to criticism and tries to sweep their skeletons in the closet while also being incredibly punitive to anyone they feel doesn't fit their worldview. They're not here to build a legitimate movement. They're not here to actually care about leftism. Leftism to them is a brand. It's a fucking sticker that they put on their laptop. It's not anything real or tangible. And the only reason that they're here is to make money and to manipulate you into giving them your $5.
I didn't mean to hide you. Sorry, it was my
bad.
Like,
I'm not going to lie. A lot of what I do is entertainment. I don't want to convince people that like subscribing to my stream is some sort of serious political project. But that said, if you'd like to subscribe, it's only $5 a month. And oh yeah, I'm on YouTube. There's no Twitch Prime. My like little thing that I do.
Everyone's been watching some Chud Logic.
That's actually really funny. Let me get Raft up and then we can react to this terrible video. It's free to sub. Oh yeah, because subbing
I guess that's it.
Become like a member.
I think that's it, guys.
To get.
I think that's it. That's the Bad Bunny segment. And then
Thank you to all.
goes on to watch the DJ Muel stuff.